Hey y'all, my name is Jada. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel, and if you're coming back, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about how you can get a 4.0 this semester, y'all. Let me just tell y'all a few things about me real quick, okay? So I am a current college student. I go to Tougaloo College. I'm a chemistry major. I'm entering my senior year, and I've had a 4.0 since freshman year. And I pray that I can continue that streak as I go into my senior year. But the truth is, top students aren't born differently. We just live differently.
What does that mean?
It all comes down to three things: consistency, curiosity, and working smarter, not harder. So I'm going to be sharing like 10 tips that you can follow that will help you achieve a 4.0 this semester. Like I said, I have the credentials. I'm just here to pass the wisdom on because I have been asked this. This is what y'all are wanting. This is what I'm going to give y'all. So we're going to achieve together. Before we get into the video, y'all, I just want to say thank y'all so much for being part of my back to school series. This is my last ever back to school series during undergrad. Hint, hint, we might have another back to school series in the future. Been bittersweet, y'all. I have enjoyed filming this for y'all. We did 2 videos each week for the month of August. I don't know, was my focus off the whole time? I hope not. OMG, was it? I will put the series right here and I'll have it below in the description box. It's definitely worth binge watching. Definitely tune in. And subscribe, okay? Subscribe if you're not already because I have a lot of content coming up. But let's go ahead and get into how to earn this 4.0 this semester. First tip I have is master your daily routine. There's this quote that has stuck by me since I have first heard it my freshman year. The secret to success is in your daily routine. What are you doing each day that's gonna make you one step closer to becoming successful, one step closer to reaching your goals, one step closer to getting that 4.0? It starts as soon as you wake up and it continues right to when you go to sleep. Your habits are gonna have a big influence on you getting that 4.0. You wanna build a consistent schedule, okay? You wanna wake up at the same time each day. Having structure is really gonna help you not stress out because you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be doing it, and why you're supposed to be doing it. A solid routine will keep you focused. I came up with this quote myself. It might be a bit controversial, but it's applicable to me. Think less, do more. Okay, let me explain myself. Okay, I know it sounds crazy, but I have such a structured routine. I don't have to think, I just do it. And so when you don't have to waste time thinking on things, it gives you a lot more time to do more. For instance, I pick out my clothes that I want to wear for school the day before. That way when I wake up, I think less and just do more. I just put on my clothes and it frees up time for me to do other things, because if you know, you know. If you know it takes you a long time to pick out a cute outfit, do that the night before. That way the next day you can just think less and do more. It's really all about preparation. You want to make sure that you're also getting your adequate amount of rest and meals. You have to make sure you are sustaining yourself in your daily needs, so that way you can be able to do extra things like trying to get a 4.0. Because we're not trying to be bare minimum, we're not trying to be average, we're trying to be above average. And so you cannot be above average if you are neglecting your basic needs of eating and sleeping. So you have to get those basics down first before you start adding this, that, and the third. Very much possible, and it will take time. You know, you're not gonna have the perfect routine. You do not have to do what the person next to you has to do. Do what works best for you. You know, not everybody is a 5 a.m. girly. I can't do that, okay? I know I'm not a 5 a.m. person. I'm not gonna force that on myself. Do what works for you. Tip number 2 is engage fully in class. What do I mean by that? Number 1, show up to class. That's bare minimum. You can't get a 4.0 if you skip in class. Show up to class. Number 2, sit in the front, sit near the front, be somewhere to where you are literally looking directly at the board. You have no other choice but to pay attention to class. Engage by asking questions, literally just paying attention to what's being taught, and leave your phone on do not disturb. Put it on focus mode, put it face down, leave it in your backpack. Try not to get on your phone during class. I know it's really hard, but I promise you, if you just put your phone away for 50 minutes, you will understand concepts a lot better for that subject if you just simply pay attention and lock in. Professor notices the students who ask questions, who sits in the front, who's paying attention, who's not on their phone, who's not asleep. They can see all of that. It's gonna leave a very good impression. This can make or break your final grade. The third thing is communicate with your professor. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Your professors are here to guide you. They don't want to fail you. Do not be afraid to get clarification on assignments. I don't care if I'm asking a question that seems like the most obvious thing in the world. I will walk up to my professor at the class and be like, hey, can you explain to me how 1 + 1 = 2? I'm trying to make sure I understand the concept. It can be something as simple as that. Like, this is to help you. You're going to college. You're literally paying somebody to teach you. Use this to your full advantage. This person has a PhD in whatever they're teaching. They're fully knowledgeable about it. Utilize those office hours. Like, use all of that stuff to your advantage. Even with homework assignments, I will complete a homework assignment early and show it to my professor at their office hours. I'm like, hey, can you glimpse through this and make sure I'm doing this right? Fully utilize this form of communication with your professor. Use it to help you succeed. Okay, so the fourth tip is something that I am still learning, but I want to say so far this semester I have been doing really good. The fourth tip is be proactive, not reactive. In other words, do not procrastinate. I know it's hard. I know things come up. I know we be thinking, oh, we could do that later. You know, it's not due to next week. We can do that later. But the truth is, so many things pop up. Things happen. Life be lifing. You don't know how tomorrow's going to look. You don't know how next week is going to look. You might not even know how today's going to look. Try to do things as soon as you get it. I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, I've been doing this the first 3 weeks of school and life has been so good, because if things pop up last minute, oh, I'm free to do it. By you finishing your assignments early, you can go to your professor and have them check over it before you submit it. I have been doing that since school started this semester, and my grades have been good because obviously the professor says it's good before I submit it. My grade when I submit it is gonna look good because professor already saw it and knew that I did what I did. Try to prepare as much as possible. Try to do things in advance as much as possible. That's the key to getting a 4.0, is you really gotta be 10 steps ahead. My fifth tip is study smarter, not harder. And one of the best ways to study is active recall. It's a way that forces your brain to try to retrieve information without looking at it. You really build that strong memorization that makes you have no choice but to know what you're talking about. Honestly, be as interactive as possible. Quizlet has always been one of my favorite platforms to use. Free software. You can do flashcards on, you can do self-testing, you can do learning modes. Reviewing your homework as well is a great way to study, because 9 times out of 10, if the professor is giving you homework questions, those homework questions are going to be very similar to those test questions. Another great way is teaching others. You're literally having to teach them a whole concept that you have to know about to teach them. The more interactive you are with your study methods, the better it's honestly going to be for you. Number 6, use AI as a study partner. Use AI as a study partner. AI should not be doing all the work for you. It's crazy because AI didn't start popping up for me in college until last year. My freshman year, I didn't have AI. Okay, we had to get it out the mud. You can use AI to generate you quizzes. You can use AI to generate you outlines, to explain difficult topics. Use AI as a tool, not a shortcut. It's actually going to hurt you in the long run if you keep going straight to ChatGPT to answer basic questions. I know a lot of us are guilty of it. I know it's just so easy to do, but it's actually doing you a disservice as a student with you relying on AI so much. It's gonna make you not think, okay? I know earlier I said think less, do more, but that's for routine wise. Now for school, you have to think. For your actual studying, you have to think. We're a lot smarter than we think. We cannot let AI outsmart us. Force yourself to think outside the box. Use critical thinking skills. I trust that you can do it. Number 7 is something that I have been discovering and loving, is study in a productive environment. I do not like studying in my room. I rarely study in my room. I love to go to a cafe, a nice coffee shop. I love to go in the study rooms in my dorm. I love going to the library. I just love to go anywhere but my room because I get distracted in my room. I know for sure I can't study in this bed right here. If you're in a productive environment, you're gonna be more likely to want to be productive and study, get your assignments done. I also love listening to music, but I personally cannot listen to music with lyrics while I study. I like to listen to instrumentals, like with jazz music, things of that nature. So try to build that productive environment that works best for you. But I do not recommend studying in your bed, because what do you do when you're in your bed? You sleep. You know, these coffee shops have Wi-Fi, the services are very nice, get you a nice cup of coffee. You know, being in the library is nice and quiet. Going in a study room, it just forces you to study. Like, put yourself in those productive environments. It's giving 4.0. The girls that be in the library studying be the girls getting the 4.0. Number 8, stay organized. You're gonna be doing so many things. You're gonna be having so many assignments from so many different professors. You're not gonna be able to keep up with everything in your head. Stay organized. Get you a planner, get you a calendar, find something you can write down things on. I'm gonna go ahead and do this shameless plug that I always do. You know, Google Calendar is what I swear by. I've used it since freshman year. Love Google Calendar, y'all. It's basically a digital calendar. If you have a Google account, then you can automatically create your Google Calendar. You just go to googlecalendar.com, or you can even download the app on your phone, and you literally can add events and tasks to your calendar. You can color code it. What I love best about it is you can customize it to where you get notifications 30 minutes before you have to go to the event, or even 15 minutes. That way you're never late. That way you always know what to expect. You can even put birthdays on there. Like, it's literally a planner but digitally. Like, it's so cool. And I used to have paper planners growing up, like in high school. I loved me a nice physical planner that you can write on and all that stuff. But as I'm getting busier and busier and I'm not able to carry things everywhere I go, it's just so convenient to whip out my phone and be like, oh, what's for today? Staying on top of deadlines is gonna help you succeed to get that 4.0. Number 9 is treat studying like a job. I remember someone told me this last year and I was like, I have never thought of it that way. You want to set structured, distraction-free studying hours. That way you're just being straight focused on studying, but you also want to take breaks, because like any other job, you have to take a break. You don't want to ever study for hours on straight. That's never a good thing. Try to set a 15-minute break every hour. It allows you not to overfill your brain, because that's the thing, you know, you can become brain dead when you're just sucking in so much information and not letting your brain rest. That's like with anything in life. Like, if you overdo anything, it's not gonna work out. Your brain's gonna be overstimulated, and honestly, all the stuff you just learned is just gonna feel too heavy on your mind, and you're not gonna be able to really retain it as much as you can. Don't try to cram it in too long, too fast. And then by having these studying blocks, by setting these breaks, you can incorporate your social activities. It's very important to have that work-life balance. And last but not least, probably one of my favorite things to do is take care of yourself and celebrate your wins, okay? Prioritize your well-being. Maintain a healthy work-life balance like we discussed earlier, but don't forget to reward yourself. I love to reward myself whenever I hit goals that I've been working hard for, because you deserve it. You earned it. Like, this is not given, it's earned. Treat yourself, give yourself a pat on the back, because no one knows how many hours. They don't know the work that you be putting in behind the scenes. Every small win adds up to a big win. I'm a firm believer in that. Celebrate your wins. There's no other reason but the fact that you deserve it. All in all, getting a 4.0 isn't about being perfect at all. It's all about being intentional. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, staying consistent, and not being afraid to ask for help when you need it. If I can do it, you can do it. All you have to do is stick to these habits, trust the process, and you will see results, okay? If you found these tips helpful, please like the video, subscribe for more content, and comment below if you know any studying tips that work for you that you would love to share for others, because we're all about helping each other succeed here. I'm rooting for you this semester. I pray that we both get our 4.0s, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a blessed day. Bye.